Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new or haven't, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, please. And today I'm just going to talk about, I think, the number one thing people want to really know about what exactly are they people talking about when they say God has transformed them. What is that experience? What exactly even is that? How do I get that if I want it? And to just understand it more. So that's what I'm going to be talking about from my just personal experience of life transformation from God, and that looks different for each people that think the story that's widely told is I went from this crazy life of partying, drinking, drugs, all these things, and now I'm living on the right track thanks to God. And that is a lot of people's experience, and for other people, and for me, it's more of a spiritual change, not maybe more of like, I guess compared to some people, like, wouldn't be a big outside change, but it was a big spiritual change. And I think that's all of the common denominator for all this transformation that God has done is it's a spiritual change for everybody, of a spiritual change on the inside, no matter how bad or worse you did things or things like that. All sin is equal. So it's all just a big spiritual change that have happened, and most people get to that point of starting off by hitting rock bottom. And rock bottom looks different for each individual. And for me, some people, they have to lose everything and more. And then for others, and for me, it was just more so of just being exhausted from being constantly disappointed with life. So you start to get to a point where you just want to surrender everything. I'm so sick of this world. I'm so sick of what this world has to offer. And I think it's best for me that you do it fully. Like, I don't care about this relationship in a sense of what happens with it. I don't care about any of this other stuff. As I just need me and God first and foremost, and whatever comes after that, just that's what me and God decide. Me and God, that was best for mine and God's relationship, of that being first. And sometimes I'm going to put God first, but if this opportunity comes along, that will take my time, because I'm a strong believer in whatever you put your time, your efforts into is really what's going to be shown through you and in your spirit, mind, and body. So it has to be completely put first. And that can be something very hard living on this earth when there are so many distractions, so many opportunities that could come the way, so many, well, let me just try this, let me just try this. Maybe this didn't work, but maybe I did it the wrong way, so let me just try again, but I'm going to change this little, there's so many ways you can just get distracted. That's why some people just have to hit their own personal rock bottom to make a change. But just surrendering it all and saying, I don't care about this, I don't care about this, I don't care about this, I don't care if I get this job, I don't care if I make this type of money, I don't care about this relationship, I don't care. I'm going to put mine and God's relationship first, and whatever comes after that is what comes after that, because this thing is going to be first and foremost in my life. And the surrendering to all earthly things, because ultimately that just doesn't satisfy, because it's constantly changing. Like, no job is permanent, no money's permanent, no person's permanent. That's why, and even when you really think about it, when you even think of it from a celebrity standpoint, even you got these documentaries and all these things come out the time about celebrities, how they had money, they had fame, they had the world at their fingertips, and they still talk about how they go through such difficult times, depression, and being sad, because it just doesn't bring you happiness. It doesn't stick. It doesn't stay. And that also comes into my first. So first is like surrendering that God's going to be put first, and that's what I'm going to do. And then secondly is working on that, but working on that through the inside out. So you could say, okay, I'm going to put God first, and now I'm going to walk. Okay, I'm a godly being. I'm going to walk, or I'm going to dress in this best way that may attract people, and I'm going to do all these things, hair, makeup, look a certain way, to get in with this crowd that I want to get in, or this, that, and the other, to try and live this life. But ultimately, that's just not going to work if what's on the inside is you're depressed, sad, you're just not feeling happy with yourself, you're not satisfied, you're just so hurt and sad on the inside. It really is not going to fully work when you show on the outside first. So work on the inside, work on your spirit, and that looks very many different forms. And getting close with God, that's through prayer, Bible reads, and talking with God and meditating on it. But it could also come in different ways of working on yourself. What is something that makes you happy in life? That could be working out. It could be maybe art, or whatever hobbies that you have that just get you a little hobby that makes you feel better about yourself and really inspires you. And do different things to make sure you're working on yourself first and foremost, to get your spirit right, to know what you like and don't like, so when you come out in the world. And this is one of the sermons that I listened to. We need to play offense over defense. And I looked at the Bible verse and really studied and meditated over it. When you think about it, when we walk out into the world, even when we don't leave the world now, because we have all these phones, so it makes it even hard because it's right there at our fingertips. But stuff happens, and then we have to react to it, which makes it so harder, because he's like, you don't know how you're going to feel in that moment and things like that, instead of knowing who you are, what you stand for, what you want out of life. So when something happens on your phone, or when you step out of your room or step out of your house, you already know the armor of what you're going to stand for and what you're not, and nobody can come and play games on you or make you feel a type of way, because you know who you are, you know what you stand for, you know whose you are, and you know what you want out of life, what's your hobby, what makes you happy, and the people you want to surround yourself with. So I would say work on the inside, and then you can work yourself on the outside, because you're feeling better about yourself. And that's what I'm actually doing this year. I'm finally at a good place with myself. I'm starting to work on, do I even like my makeup? My makeup was one of the things I got, because I just wasn't wearing makeup. I wasn't doing the best with my hair, my clothes. I just recently got some new clothes, and I've been wearing the same clothes since 16, 17, if that tells you how long it just took me to get myself to a good place. I'm 20, going to be 21 in June. So really just working on yourself and getting yourself to your best on the inside. So when you walk out, it's like, I feel so good, and now you can just work on things like that. And I think that just works out better for you in the long run, because there's only so long you can fake it till you make it. Sometimes maybe every couple days here and there, let's just go outside, fake it till we can make it, and that's, so you sometimes just have to do that fake it till you make it. But that gets at a really rough spot when you have to do that day in of day out walk. I'm going to just put the smile on my face and just keep it moving. I may not be going to the job I want to go. I may not be surrounded by the people I want to run, but I'm just going to keep faking it till I make it. Just instead of maybe working on yourself and then going out and then, and then start working on surrounding yourself with people you want to be surrounded by, instead of these fake people that just you make do with. And then really, God will do work with you. Work without faith is dead. But when you do the work on yourself, surrender to Him, work on yourself spiritually and then physically as that comes in time. But working on yourself spiritually and say, I'm going to stand for this. People may come in, but you're just going to put them to the side, say, no, that's not what I stand for. I wish you the best, but I just can't be around that right now. And then once you do all this, God will open doors for you and make things and opportunities and make things come to you that are available that help grow in your relationship. God, I promise you, God is not going to leave you stranded. He is going to come to you. He leaves the 99 and will come to that one. You say, I'm surrendered to you. I'm going to work on this. I'm trying to grow close to you. God is going to give you opportunities and things and grow you with Him. And then it also is easier to spiritual God's transformation when you're completely doing it with Him. It's sometimes, or a lot of times, it's going to be hard to really feel it when you're not giving your all to Him. How are you going to expect Him to help you if you're not giving Him your all in what He's doing and wants for your life and for your will to be done? Or his will to be done for you, but how can you expect it to happen at an easy, good pace when you're not fully committed to him, if that kind of makes sense? So be fully committed, and you're just going to learn more about God and his love and how he makes opportunities happen for you. And you're still going to have hard times, and I know that sometimes, or a lot of times, that can be hard, but it's like, okay, I'm going to have hard times, but I'm still going to be trusting and fully within you. And the opportunities that come are nothing that the world can ever give you. They're just so, only God could have made that happen. Only God could have done that. And I know that's sometimes hard to explain, but it's like none of this would have ever happened if I didn't believe in God and have the faith in God, put my all into him, and he has made this happen. It's something you can't even wrap your head around once you experience of surrendering, working from the inside out, and then the opportunities that come from God of being with him, working on your relationship with him. He makes things that are just completely God-given. No other way to describe it. So try and just keep that going for you and for your life. If you have any prayer request or anything like that, please put it down in the comments below, and be as specific or non-specific as you like. I'm just going to pray good things over you, and that God will work on your life, and that you have the strength to accomplish the things you want to accomplish spiritually. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.